Hello, everyone, and welcome to the finale. This is part 3 of our deep dive into building the Algorand Autonomous Market Intelligence System. In part 1, we built the scraper, the engine that finds the data without getting blocked. In part 2, we built the content factory, the brain that writes, formats, and checks the news. But if we stop there, we would have a very smart system that produces walls of text. And in 2025, a wall of text is invisible. To capture attention, we need compelling visuals. And to build an audience, we need instant distribution. Today, we are building the media department. We're going to look at 2 specific workflows: the image generator, how to use the cutting-edge Flux model via Fal.ai to create photorealistic, context-aware images for pennies; the broadcaster, a Telegram bot that pushes these updates to our subscribers instantly. I'm also going to break down the economics of this system. You will be shocked at how cheap this is. We're running this entire pipeline, scraping with bright data, writing with LLMs, and generating images with Flux for about 2 cents per article. Let's get into the build. First, let's talk about the model choice. Why didn't I use DALL-E 3? Why not Midjourney? DALL-E 3 is easy, but it's expensive, about 0.4 cents to 0.8 cents per image, and often looks too cartoonish for financial news. Midjourney's great, but automating it via API is a pain, and technically against their TOS. I chose Flux, specifically the Flux 2 or Flux Pro models hosted on Fal.ai. Fal is an aggregator for AI models. It gives us incredible speed and flexibility. But the killer feature is the price. Generating a high-quality 16:9 image on Fal costs us approximately 1 cent. 1 cent. When you're running an agent that publishes 10, 20, or 50 articles a day, those savings accumulate massive value. So, how do we automate an art director for 1 cent? It starts with the input. We receive the clean text from our WordPress publisher workflow. First, I use a simple code node to strip away all the HTML tags we added in the last video. The image generator doesn't need tags. It needs raw context. Then, we hit our art director agent. I am using Claude 4.5 Sonnet via OpenRouter here. Why Claude? Because it is exceptional at understanding visual nuance. Look at the prompt. I haven't just said, make an image of wheat. I told it, you are a professional visual designer and expert in agricultural commodity markets. I gave it strict negative constraints. No text inside the image. AI still struggles with text, and it looks messy. Cinematic, photorealistic style. Focus on textures and scale. The output I require is a raw prompt string. No JSON, no talking. Just the prompt for the image generator. This ensures that every article gets a unique, relevant image, whether it's about a drought in Brazil or a shipping blockage in the Suez Canal. Now we get to the technical meat of this video. Most advanced AI APIs, including Fal.ai, are asynchronous. When we send the prompt to Fal in this HTTP request, they don't send the image back immediately. Generating an image takes 2 to 6 seconds. If the API waited that long, the connection might time out. Instead, Fal replies instantly with a request ID and a status. In queue. If you just try to download the image immediately, your workflow will crash. So we have to build a polling loop in n8n. Send request. We fire the prompt to Fal. Wait. We pause the workflow for 5 seconds using the wait node. Check status. We hit the status endpoint using the request ID. The logic gate, if node. If the status is still in queue or in progress, we loop back to the wait node. If the status is completed, we break the loop and proceed. I also added a run index 20 check. If the image isn't ready in 100 seconds, 20 loops times 5 seconds, we kill the process so we don't get stuck in an infinite loop. This is crucial for error handling. Once the image is ready, we download the binary file and upload it to the WordPress media library. But we don't just dump it there. Remember, we are building an SEO machine. An image without alt text is a missed opportunity for Google traffic. I take the prompt we generated earlier, which describes the image perfectly, and I inject it into the alt text and description fields in WordPress. This means every single image on our site is fully accessible and SEO indexed automatically. Finally, we update the original blog post to set this new image as the featured media. Now, when we share the link on LinkedIn or Telegram, it will show this beautiful custom-generated preview. The website is updated, but passive content is slow. We want to push this news to our traders immediately. The workflow hands off the data to our Telegram bot. Here I use a fast, cheap model like Gemini Flash. I task it with writing a Telegram caption. The style is different here. headline in bold, uppercase, emoji-rich bullet points, no read more links in the text. We merge the caption with the image we just generated. In the Telegram node, we send it as a photo message. Crucially, we add the link to the full article as a button or an HTML hyperlink at the bottom. This drives traffic from our social channel back to our monetized website. And there you have it, the complete loop. Bright Data scrapes the protected web. n8n filters and deduplicates the data. LLMs analyze and write the content. Flux generates the visuals. WordPress and Telegram distribute it to the world. The total cost for one execution of this entire chain? Approximately 2 cents. If you publish 50 news pieces a day, your running cost is $1. Try hiring a team of analysts, designers, and social media managers for $1 a day. It is impossible. This is the power of n8n automation. If you enjoyed this series and want to build something similar, whether for crypto news, real estate listings, or e-commerce products, get in touch. I help businesses build these custom architectures every day. Links to the tools, my agency SEO Kuka, and my personal consulting are in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.